Those 17.4 million Leave voters will be getting a bit twitchy right now, won't they? The 17.4 million people who voted to leave in last year's historic EU referendum, as well as the nearly 4 million who voted directly for UKIP in the 2015 general election, will be getting a little annoyed today as it becomes evident that politicians on both sides of the in-out divide are letting them down. Theresa May's Conservatives have, after a promising start with Brexit, not only managed to drop the ball, but through a botched snap general election to also puncture it while kicking it firmly into the back of their own goal. All those people who put their faith in Theresa May must now be disappointed, verging on spitting feathers. On the other side, the Remain politicians across the House are now forming a so-called anti-hard Brexit group to do anything they can to delay, or in their view preferably scupper, Brexit, with the Lib Dems again putting forward their aim of giving the voters a second referendum, this time on whether to accept the negotiated deal or stay in the EU. And now the Labour Party wants to spoil the repeal bill. Now anyone with half a brain understands that there is no such thing as hard Brexit or soft Brexit. These were terms seized upon by the Remain camp to try and derail the process. There is either in or out, Brexit or Remain. Brexit is leave. Anything else, whether it be staying in the single market or customs union, paying for access or allowing freedom of movement, is nothing less than a form of Remain. Also, the Lib Dem way forward of a second referendum automatically gives all those Remain backing politicians a concrete reason to stymie every Brexit deal proposal. They will fight it across both houses of Parliament, knowing that all they have to do is force the Leave deal to be as bad as possible and worse than staying in. They will not fight to make a success of Brexit, they will fight to sabotage it. They will not operate in the nation's interests, only in their own ideologically driven beliefs. The problem is that overall the number of Remainers still outnumber Leavers in the Houses of Parliament, so the Remainers feel comfortable far away from those bothersome voters in their little Westminster bubble, believing that the UK must subjugate itself further before the EU. They have not and will not listen to the majority of the electorate. That is how dictatorships are formed. But those Remain politicians grow ever more oblivious to the wishes of the UK voter at their own peril. Far from winning people over, their backroom deal-making and anti-democratic behaviour will alienate them further from the electorate, and the ballot box is a harsh master when you defy your electorate. On top of that, the Remainers are now the main cause of the very thing they said we should avoid during the run-up to the referendum, that is, uncertainty. The Remain side is now the biggest source of political uncertainty on the UK political map, and that political uncertainty leads to business uncertainty, which will harm the country. But they know this. That is why they're doing it. When the dust settles, it is the Remain politicians that should be held accountable for any failing in Brexit, as it will be them and them alone that have caused failings by not getting behind the country and working for the success of the UK outside the EU. Just remember one thing, the Remainers will do anything, absolutely anything, to prevent the UK being a success outside of the EU. Now you've heard what I think. What do you think? Please leave a comment below. Thank you. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.